Welcome back to So This is Thailand, and we're here with expert advice. Now, as an expat, it can be quite difficult to find a nice place to live. If you've just arrived, you may be a little bit lost as to what to do to find a place to live in a completely new city. So we have the pleasure of welcoming Kun Titari Ballesteros, the Managing Director of Brockton Property. Thanks for joining us today. Thank you. And what can you tell us about how to look for a very, very nice place for a reasonable price?
I think first of all, you have to do some research online, right? You search for a professional looking website for real estate agents. Choose about 3 to 5 and then you start calling them. Or you can send their inquiries to the online website. Okay. And as for Brockton Properties, we have this inquiry form called, we have the name, details, and what exactly are they looking for, like a 1-bedroom, 2, 3 bedrooms, house, condo, or apartment, service apartment, I'll say, price range, and we'll ask some personal questions. For example, where is your workplace? You know, how many kids do you have? Do you have any pets? What school do they go to, your kids? You know, and for the pets, how old are they? It's very important because sometimes if they are puppies, they are very, you know, hyper and energetic. And also, how big or small.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so once you find this place, what are the utilities or what is usually included in the, say, the contract of renting out a space?
Okay, of course, the phone bills and the cables is not included. It has to be under the tenant's name. And the bills for electricity and water, it will come into the mailbox every month, and then that's the tenant's responsibilities.
Right.
In terms of, so looking at utilities, those will be taken care of you, like if you need to set up, let's say, your phone, or you have internet, or if you have if you want to get cable.
Well, in this case, we take care of them. Yeah, we just ask for the documents that they needed. Yeah.
So any good agent should really do this?
Yes, I would say.
Excellent. Now, in terms of a deposit, normally let's say in a Western country, they usually ask for, let's say, about 3 months ahead of deposit. It's kept there. After the contract is up, if there's any damages, they take, you know, repair fees or anything out of that deposit, or hopefully you get it back at the end of your lease term. Does it work the same way here in Thailand?
Yes, same. We have 2 months deposit and 1 month in advance, so basically 3 months together. And at the end of the lease, then the owner returns the 2 months deposit, of course.
Now, one thing on deposit, again, in the West, normally we might write a check. We wouldn't actually bring in cash. But here in Thailand, usually that is the more normal. You either do a transfer through the bank or you actually bring in the cash.
It depends on how they really, you know, talk about that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so what things should a tenant be very careful about when they're looking for a place? Is there a catch or anything that?
I think that's why the real estate agents comes in. You know, we have to protect both sides, the clients and also the owners as well. So any questions they have to ask the real estate agent. For example, if they want to break the lease before 1 year, how can we do this? You know, is the owner going to take away the 2 months deposit, or is it still negotiable?
These are good questions to ask before you actually sign the contract.
Yes.
Do you recommend also maybe doing an inspection to see if there's anything wrong or any damages, so you don't get caught at the end?
Okay, of course. Before the tenants moved in, what we do is we have a list of the furniture with taking photos of everything that's belonged to the owner. So to protect the clients as well. And for example, if the tenant, how do you call it, put the holes for the pictures, you know, to hang on the walls, how much is it per hole?
Because you're going to have to patch, you need to return it in the same condition as you got it from.
Yes, exactly. Or is it going to be deducted from the deposit?
Right.
Now, all of this gets included, hopefully, within a contract. But from my own experiences in contracts back home in the U.S. and contracts here in Thailand, I know there's a little differences, but they will be provided in English.
Yes, of course.
What kinds of details should you look out for in a contract?
Every little things. All the little thing that counts, really. The damage costs and of course, who pays the bills, which bills, and the most important thing is who to contact afterwards, after the agent is done with her duty. For example, if your stove is broken, who do I contact? Is it me who have to pay, or is it the owner who broke it? Responsibility like that.
So any types of disputes you might have, actually it shouldn't be the agent who's taking care of those. It should be the owner, between the owner and the rentee.
Yes.
Well, looking towards some other issues that were on there about, I know pets. We've talked about foreigners who love bringing pets into the country, but I know a lot of places they don't allow dogs and cats. Is that something that needs to be decided or agreed upon beforehand?
Yes, of course, because we only have very few buildings that allow pets. And of course, even though they want to rent a house, the house owner have to know if they have pets or not. And it would be a lot easier if the tenant tell the agency before.
No, right. Once you've moved over, there can be some how do we call it? Let's say lost in translation. So I'm quite confused, and maybe our viewers will find this interesting as well. What is the difference between, we get condos here, apartments? Sometimes they're called mansions, but they're really not.
Okay, the apartment is one owner. Okay, so you basically rent from the whole building is one owner, but a condo is like one building, one developer, and sell in individual units.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
And as for townhouse is like a shop house along the street, for example, Sukhumvit, right? And for townhome, it's like a townhouse, but in a secure compound.
Right. So those kind of new projects that being developed.
That's right. Yes.
Okay, well, thank you very much for joining us today. It's been a pleasure, and we hope to have you back to give us more advice, maybe a bit later on. Coming up next is Expat Travel Picks, where Johan will be in Pattaya. You lucky plucky, how did you swing that one?
You didn't get the memo?
I want to go too.
I'll be showing you around Pattaya. Good morning and welcome to a beautiful day in start of the week here alongside the ocean. Believe it or not, only an hour and a half away from Suvarnabhumi Airport. Made you arrive right here in Pattaya, the beautiful resort town. Lots of things to do, but why is it so popular? And well, what is there to do exactly? We'll find out more, so you're not going to want to miss this show today. Pattaya's popularity as a vacation destination during the Vietnam War, when American soldiers would come for R&R. Only 147 kilometers from Bangkok, this small village soon became a bustling city that has transformed the crescent-shaped beachfront into one of the most vibrant tourist hotspots in the world. 4 kilometers of sand and surf are divided into 3 distinct areas, North Pattaya, Central, and South, each coming alive as the day turns into night. The city's mayor still found time to fill us in on what's hot. I know that Pattaya today has changed a lot since we were children. A lot of new developments, especially within the past few years. What are some of the major things that have changed here?
There's lots of major things, especially for the facilities, infrastructure, all the roads. We built a new road, and also for the electricity, fresh water, and also we very emphasize on the safety of the tourists and also safety for our people. We have a vision to reach to be a most living tourist city in the region and also in the world. In this period of time, from this month, from May, June till July, we have a special package, Pattaya Grand Sale, and also we have the price reward for the hotel room. We will provide you 20,000 the hotel room, to give to anyone to win the lucky draw.
Ask anyone who has visited Pattaya before, and fun will most likely be the first word they say.
Whether it's enjoying the sandy beaches, in or on the water, or touring the many attractions, you'll never be without something to do. Especially during this period, the Tourism Authority of Thailand has some special events and promotions that you won't want to miss. Even with many other beautiful beaches throughout Thailand, Pattaya remains one of the most popular and diverse destinations. It is a city that never sleeps, and where each visit brings something new to discover.
It's a spectacular view up here, being able to see the coastline of Pattaya. And we've had just a small taste of all the exciting things and activities there are to do here. Hopefully you can come join us very soon, but if not, at least enjoy the rest of the week down here in this sunny seaside resort.
So you can see that Johan had a great time in Pattaya. For us, well, we're just sort of hanging around here waiting for Sanook with PK and Nick.
Hello again and welcome to the Snook section. Like I said, the coolest part, the trendiest part of So This Is Thailand. I'm Nick. I'm PK. What do you got for me this time? I got everything but money for you, man. You know, let me tell you, this has been my best friend for over many, many years. The iPhone 2, the iPhone 3, 3GS, the 4, the 4S, and eventually, next month, in the month of September, we're gonna get a chance to try, to touch, to play, and to waste our money once again on the iPhone 5. You know what? I'm waiting for that. Me too. You're buying it too, right? No, because Samsung. I'm waiting for you to buy it for me. Why you always gonna be so cheap on it? Because you're the man with the Ferrari, not me. Hey man, no need to brag, man. But look at that. That could be, I'm not saying it is yet, but that could be the brand new iPhone 5, larger screen, the thinner profile, and you know, its direct competitor is the Samsung Galaxy S3. That's another good phone right now you can buy. Really? Yeah, but that one is gonna be big, and they said that alongside of that, expect the iPad Mini will be coming out soon, and the smaller version of the iPad. Yeah. But you know, I can't use that Mini. Why not? I can't see that small anymore. Yeah, because you're old, man. Huh? Because you're old, man. You're not that far behind. But anyways, by the time we're gonna hold up the iPhone 5, I mean, legally, should be sometime next year. Or in Thailand. In Thailand. Legally. That's what I'm gonna say. Legally. So, but if you go to MBK, people will fly them in, will ship them in, and you just gotta pay. You gotta pay for the extra. You gotta pay the premium. Yeah, you got to. But you'll be the first set of people who have the iPhone 5. You'll be as stupid as we both are. Well, you know what? What? I'm not stupid. You know why? Why? Because you know remember the iPhone 4? Yeah. I brung it in. I couldn't use it for 6 months. Why not? Because you have to find some way to unlock it. Yeah. Stupid. Stupid. But anyways, if you're a big Apple fan like we both are, save up your money, and I'm sure it's gonna be like the latest in technology of phoning, of the operating system, everything you want. And don't forget, all the apps makes your life a little colorful, a little more, right? Yeah. And you know, it's easy for my eyes though. Talking about that. Why? Because the monitor is a little bit bigger this time. See, once again, to emphasize how old he's getting, man. This boy is getting old. But anyways, we'll keep you up to date on the iPhone 5 and its release right here in Thailand. Make sure you tune in and catch us once again with Sanook. Yeah. When you're pretty good at this, gadget stuff. Yeah. That's why I waste all my money, man. Yeah. Gadgets, cars, and girls. Yeah. Oh, and wine. He calls me stupid.